Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I have another one of y'all's favorite videos. We're going to be doing some wood projects. These wooden repaired candlesticks are one of the most popular items I have on my site, and they're one of my most favorite things to make. I'm gonna take you all through step by step of how I made these you see here. I have these old fence boards I got for free by the side of the road. I used a stain can and traced circles around the can with a Sharpie, and now I'm using my jigsaw to cut out the rounds. You can buy wood rounds, but they are getting really pricey, so if you're able to make your own, it is a way more affordable option. Be sure you're wearing your safety goggles and know how to use your power tools before you start. I'm holding up the model here for you if you want to pause the video. A lot of people question which tools I'm using, that way you can look it up for yourself.
Hard to sleep these days. The sounds of all the screams keep me awake.
Once all my wood rounds are cut, I'm using my random orbital sander to smooth out the edges and do a little distressing on that weathered wood. I've got 120 grit sandpaper on my sander, and I will sand all of the pieces down at once. Once sanded, I'm using Titebond Ultimate Wood Glue. I place a dot on the spindle, and then I flip it over and use my pneumatic nail gun to secure it. These spindles were cut up pieces of old chairs. I've had a few here in my stash. I saved these pieces to make these candlesticks. Same thing on the other side. I usually put 3 to 5 nails in, depending on how big my spindle is. I will do this to all of my candlesticks at once, making sure I'm staying nice and efficient with my making. Once they're all put together, I'm upstairs. I've got a Klingon brush and my Aviary by DIY paint. This is a clay-based paint. It sticks to almost any surface. It goes on very smoothly, highly pigmented, and super thick, so your coverage is amazing. Now, I did end up doing 2 coats on these candlesticks. I used a couple of different colors, and I'll be sure to go over what colors and waxes I used when I show you the final pictures. You can see 1 coat wasn't quite enough, so here I am putting on coat 2. For some of my candlesticks, I'm using Sweet Pickins milk paint for a great chippy effect. It's a powder paint. You mix a 1-to-1 ratio water to the powder. I used an 1/8 cup of water and an 1/8 cup of the powder, poured them in, and stirred it up really well. Now, if I were painting furniture, I would use an immersion blender to mix it better, but for these smalls, the spatula is fine. Since it's a shiny surface I'm painting, I'm using a little bit of Extra Bond, which is an additive that will help the milk paint stick to a slick surface. The directions call for 1 part paint to 1/2 part bond, but as you can see, I just did a little splash because I want a little bit of chipping. Now, to make sure I get a little chipping with the bond, I'm going to use my heat gun here and force some crackle in a couple of spots. This isn't a necessary step, but since I use the bond, I want to make sure I get a little bit of chipping. Once all of my candlesticks are painted and dry, it's time for distressing. I've got 220 grit sandpaper, and I'm just going to go around and hit some of the high spots where natural distressing might occur over time. Here's a closer look at the milk paint and how it chips off after I did the heat gun effect. There's nothing like this milk paint to provide a natural old chippy finish. A couple of the candlesticks had the imperfections on them, so I'm using some of the salvage metal I pulled off of an old trunk, making sure I'm wearing my gloves, my protective eye gear, and using these metal shears, I'm cutting them into small little pieces that I will use to add faux repairs onto these candlesticks. It adds such a unique touch, makes your item stand out from the others, and I highly recommend you look for some of this old metal when you're out picking. I'm using my drill and drilling a pilot hole through the metal, bending it around with my hand and some pliers, getting it to fit the shape of that candlestick. Then I hold it in place and drill pilot holes into the wood. This is going to make it easier to screw the tiny little screws in through my faux repair. Once everything is painted and assembled and repaired, it is time for wax. I've got my DIY clear wax that I'm using here on my Aviary candlesticks, and then I use some of the colored waxes, but the application is the same. I'll tell you on the final pictures here what each paint color and wax I used. This trio of repaired candlesticks used DIY Aviary and clear wax. This set is DIY Prom Queen with white wax. This cutie little swan is also on my site as well. The milk paint colors are Lantern and Moody Blue. On this set of Lantern, I used DIY black wax to seal, and on the Moody Blue candlesticks, I used the white wax. Candlesticks were Hoosier table legs, and I have them up on my site listed individually. I was gifted a set of kitchen chairs and a table the other day from a neighbor's leftovers from a garage sale. And the spindles on the chairs, I think they were actually on this way, but look, they are the perfect shape for an icicle when you turn them upside down. This is gonna be a super simple DIY. We're just gonna paint them with DIY white swan, do a little bit of distressing, and we'll put a simple eye hook in the top, put together and then hung from the ceiling. These are going to be a beautiful Christmas decoration. As I was painting, I remembered the DIY making powder comes in a beautiful color called Silver Lining. I'm using DIY liquid patina, which is a clear top coat, and I am applying it just around some of the little details and then using an artist brush to tap on some of that making powder. The making powder is awesome. You can add it to wax or the patinas, and it makes just a special little touch on your projects. Drilled a little pilot hole into the top of the icicle, and now I'm screwing in my eye hook. Once I put the liquid patina and glitter on, I did do clear wax over the rest of the paint. And here is a look at these spindles turned icicles. Super simple DIY, and adds a beautiful, unique home decor item to your Christmas lineup. I have one set available, but then I also have a ton of these spindles unfinished if you'd like to make your own icicles or if you have another idea in mind. Be sure to check out my salvaged wood, metal, and hardware collection for all of the wood items I have available. If y'all loved today's video, be sure to give me a thumbs up. And if you wouldn't mind, send this video to a friend who loves these wood projects and maybe needs a few ideas for themselves. I'm trying to grow my channel to 20,000 subscribers by the end of 2022. We're getting super close, and I think we can do it with a little bit of help from y'all. And if you haven't yet, be sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell to all so you don't miss any new videos. Till next time, I'll see y'all later. Bye, friends. Out with a friend. I am trying to grab another